Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming on Caffeine. My name is Isaac and we are back playing some FTB Infinity for episode 65. Now, at the end of last episode, if you remember, I said I wanted to build a brand new room for all of the power generators and creeper spawners because, let's face it, this room over here was becoming a bit of a mess. We had generators all over the place, we had cables, power wires, machines, tesseracts, all kinds of stuff just all over the place, put down willy-nilly without any thought or organization, and it was a real mess. So what I've done since the end of last episode is I've gone ahead and made this. This is a much cleaner, much nicer looking room in my opinion. We have two of the creeper spawners from Draconic Evolution spawning in a ton of creepers, which I drop down onto conveyor belts, which push the creepers forward. They are then killed by the grinders. All of the stuff goes into this chest. It is then pulled out, goes to the tesseract here, which is sent all the way over here, which then goes down into this barrel. And as you can see, we have 71 stacks of gunpowder right now, which is a massive amount of gunpowder. And if we go look over here, every single one of these TNT generators is currently full on TNT, which means we are now producing excess amounts of gunpowder. So we could probably get away with making a few more of these TNT generators over here and setting those up. The same is true for the culinary generators. Every single one of these is pretty much full right now. And if we were to take a look at this stuff over here, you can see that all of these are nicely backed up. And if we were to go look at the wheat field, I bet it'd be the same story again. Yeah, pretty much. It's doing it. Yeah, okay. It's there. It's full. It's just taking a while. That's fine. That's fine. So everything's running well. There we go. It's all planting the stuff down again. The fertilizer's doing its job. Everything is smooth sailing. Everything's doing well. Now, at the end of last episode, we also made these guys down here, these travel anchors, and people in the comment section informed me that if you want to name them, you actually just have to right-click, and let's type in home. We can go ahead and tick that one, and now when we look at it from, oh, not home with a W. If we look at it from any other one, you can see it says home. We could go to this one, and I'll put, like, underground. That looks fine. Then we'll put, like, wheat fields. And that looks good. We've got one over at Botania, but we do have to currently go back to underground before we can get to this one. And that's kind of the first thing that I want to fix today. I want to make it so that we can get to any of these travel anchors from pretty much, come on now, work with me here, from, pretty much anywhere else on the map. It seems to be a little glitchy there. What? A little bit of server lag. I'm gonna appear over at the B base in a second, aren't I? That's gonna be fun. Can I name this? Come on now. There we go. Bees. Sure. All right. Before I use the travel anchors again, what I want to do is I want to make a staff of traveling. So if we go ahead and flipping, jeez. Okay, so I quickly reset the server there. Hopefully the lag isn't as bad. But what I was gonna say is we need to make ourselves a staff of traveling. That is this guy over here, and this should, I believe, allow us to access any of the travel anchors from pretty much anywhere within a much larger radius than we currently can. So in order to make a staff of traveling, it's fairly easy to make. It is 2 dark steel and 1 ender crystal. The ender crystal being made using a soul file of an enderman and a vibrant crystal. The vibrant crystal is just a bunch of vibrant alloys with an emerald. Do we have any vibrant alloy? We do. Good stuff. We'll take one of those and we'll do something like that. That will make the emerald really easy to get. Oh, we don't have any emeralds? What? What? Oh, that is going to make things a little bit tricky. Now, we do still have, we have a villager spawner over there, and we do still have a smeltery from Tinker's Construct over here. We haven't used it in a while, but if you remember back, like in episode 7 or something, right back at the start, we set it up so that we could drop villagers into the smeltery and get ender pearls that way. Sorry, emeralds that way. And also, I'm fairly certain that there is no easy way for us to get enderman right now. So, and by the way, we do need an enderman for this thing here. The soul vial is basically just a jar that we have to right-click on an enderman with. So, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go away. I'm going to wait for nighttime to fall. We're going to try and find an enderman and trap him in this soul vial. Whilst we wait for nighttime to fall, I think I'm going to go pay a visit to our old friends at the village that's all the way off over in this direction. See if they have anything cool on offer that we can get traded for some emeralds. And I'll be back in a second. Okay, so that took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. I think what we've done with all of our spawners and all of the cursed earths, I think we've maxed out the server's number of mobs that it likes to have at one time. So what I had to do is I had to get rid of the chunk loader that we have over by the bees, and then fly far enough away that it unloaded the chunks, so that it unloaded all the mobs, so that it could start spawning more in, because I was flying around in the darkness for such a long time, and there was just nothing, just no mobs at all. It was crazy. But anyway, we now have ourselves some ender pearls. We also, we now have ourselves some emeralds, as well as the soul of an enderman. So, if we go ahead and type in Staff of Traveling again, we should be pretty much good to go. We need this guy, which we can now make very easily. We need the 2 dark steel, which I've gone ahead and made 1 more, because we already had 1 in our AE system. So, now if we use the soul binder, combine this, and give it 10 of our levels, that should go ahead and get us the core crystal up here, and then we should be good to go. Then we should have everything it takes to make ourselves a Staff of Traveling, and we should, fingers crossed, be able to travel everywhere. So we'll take both of those. That soul vial could come in useful later on down the line. We'll do something like this. Boom, boom, and boom. And voila, we have a Staff of Traveling. Now, to charge this thing up, I'm just going to run towards the wireless charger, which is over here. You can see it's already charged up. And now, wherever we are in the world, we can just hover over it, and boom, look at that. We can see the wheat fields, underground, Botania W, we got home, we got bees, and we can just boom, 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 boom. We can just go absolutely everywhere. Let's name this Wither Room. And that leads me nicely onto what I want to do for the rest of today's episode, because we set this up a while ago. We set up our Nether, our wither spawning and killing system that was almost fully automatic. It places down the wither, it moves it over, it kills it. We have unlimited wither skeleton skulls up here, but one thing we don't have is unlimited soul sand. Now, although soul sand's very easy to get, we could go to the Nether, we could mine up a ton of it. It's always going to run out. We're going to have to like keep going and filling it up, keep going to the Nether, mining a bunch of it, coming back. And I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to do anything manually. This needs to be fully automatic. And that is where all of the sludge boilers that we have been using for the last like bajillion episodes come in, because these sludge boilers, if we go ahead and type in soul sand, are actually one of the few ways in which we can actually make it. So let's see here, soul sand, like so. If we go backwards, you can see every time the sludge boiler works, it has a very small, but still there, 2.75% chance of making soul sand. So it's not a fantastic chance, but we have quite a few sludge boilers now. We have 4, and they do produce quite a bit of sludge. So we're going to set this up so that all of the soul sand that is made by, well, all of the stuff that is made by the sludge boilers goes into the AE system, and we're going to see if enough soul sand is made. If it's not, I have some other ideas for ways we can make soul sand, but I would like to see if this works first. So, the way we're going to do this is we're going to mix it up a little bit. We're not going to use tesseracts again. We're going to use ender chests from the ender storage mod. These are very easy to make, much like the ender tanks that we had earlier. Turns out we do need a few ender pearls, but that's fine because we have quite a lot of those. We really need to get some kind of enderman farm up and running, because right now our cursed earth setup isn't making any ender pearls, and neither is our creeper spawner, obviously. So we're pretty low when it comes to ender pearl and enderman production. So we may have to set up some kind of auto spawner with enderman somewhere, or do another set of draconic evolution spawners for enderman. But for now, let's just go ahead and make, I think about 5 of these should do. And let's see, what color do we want to do? Let's do like orange. We never use orange. Let's take some orange petals. Let's turn them into orange like dust, I think it is, and basically orange dye using the pestle and mortar. Like so. It's 8 orange dust. That should be fine. And basically what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and stick one of these on top of each of the sludge boilers, or in this case, next to the sludge boiler. So let's say we are going to get poisoned. That's fine. Let's put that there, and we're going to put that to middle orange. So what should happen is, first of all, let's leave so we don't start dying here real quick. How are we out of wireless range? My goodness. Let's dump a lot of this stuff away that we don't really need, which is almost all of it. Like that. I made this because I was gonna, my original plan, by the way, for getting emeralds was to put villagers into the smeltery and do it that way, but you get so little, and you get like really small amounts of emerald per villager. I put like 10 villagers in here that eventually I just decided to trade with one of them. I just decided to trade with one of the villagers that I used, that I spawned in using the auto spawner back there. But anyway, off topic. Let's go ahead and let's see. I want to get rid of this chest, but I know as soon as I do, it's going to make like a massive mess, but I guess that's fine. Here we go. Massive mess. There we go. All right, let's dump all that stuff. All that stuff can just go into here. And we're going to do the same thing on top of all the other ones. Now, right now, all the rest of them just have trash cans on top of them so that they don't, like, just leave junk everywhere. But we're going to get rid of you. And on top of each of these, we're going to stick down the chest, and we're going to put orange in the middle. Like that. And now, yeah, you can see all of these have all of the stuff from that chest over there. We're going to do the same thing. Oh, you two don't have... Oh, these ones don't have sludge boilers. Okay, let's go home. Let's see. Do we have what it takes to make 2 more sludge boilers? We should. They're not very hard to make. We need 2 more of you. I think I made a bunch of gears. So I don't think I need to do that. We should have some glass. No, wow, okay, as if we'd have glass. That is insane. We need to set up some kind of glass production, which is something I might work on next episode, because we need, I'd like to have just like, maybe like 100 or even like 500 glass just constantly in the AE system, so if we ever need it, it's there, and then if we take it out, it automatically puts it back. I think that'd be really cool. Let's do this, and we do need 4 more. When you're ready, thank you very much. We also need a faster smelting system, and then flipping. Someone did point out actually that we're still using the double layer capacitors instead of the octadic capacitors, so we could really upgrade that to be a little bit faster if we were thinking about it. But anyway, let's get some more of you and you. And do we have what it takes? No, we need 2 of the coils. And also 2 of the iron gears, which are very easy to make. We actually need 4 iron gears. And voila. Boom. Sludge boiler, and of course we don't. That would be too easy, wouldn't it? And sludge boiler. Nice. Let's take those, let's stick those on top, and let's get the same setup going all the way around. So now, basically what we have set up is all of our stuff from our sludge boilers are all going into the same chest, which is good. They should automatically output, and then we'll put you there. This thing does need power, so let's see, does our wireless thing reach? It doesn't. We need to extend our wireless range, guys. It's not quite come on now, what's up with that? I'm sure we extended it to be further than that, but let's grab some redstone flux ducts, and let's get these things some power. A lot of people did suggest void pipes for all the sludge, because before we were just trashing it, and that was a good idea, the fluid void pipes from Buildcraft, but I do actually want to use the sludge here, which is why I didn't throw them straight into the void pipes. But let's set you up like that. You can go down there, orange in the middle. We're going to take some damage. That's fine. Boom. Everything should be good. Nice. All right. So now we have all of the produce from our sludge boilers being sent to one place. And what we're going to do with that is we're just going to simply hook this up to the tesseract in here that's coming from the quarry. And we're going to have everything come from here and go down. Actually, we'll just set it into this, I think. We'll just grab ourselves an item duct and a servo. And I think we'll just pull, actually, let's use the higher tier servo here so it moves out a bit faster. We will take, where have you gone? This one. Oh, that's a retriever. Okay. No, we're going to stick with the servo. We're going to stick with this. And we're just going to go boom, boom, and ignore. So that should start to pull everything out of there into the AE system. Oh, we need to make sure that's orange, don't we? There we go. Boom. There we go. Now it should start to pull. There we go. So you can see 60 and 56. It's very slow. We should really upgrade that to maybe like a Signalum servo so it pulls things out faster. But this is the setup that we have. All of our stuff should now get taken out of here and sent around into the AE system. We'll see how that works in terms of how much soul sand we have. And then, obviously, down here, we still have the same setup we have before. If you look in here, we have 2 export buses, 1 exporting soul sand and 1 exporting the wither skeleton skulls that we're getting from our wither skeleton farm in the Nether. So this thing should work. This should, as soon as the soul sand enters the system, it should enter here. It should then get split around into all of these, and everything should be good. Now, unfortunately, it's only this middle one that seems to be an issue. Let's see about getting rid of this. And then once the timer ticks around, that should actually spawn a wither in. It should send it round, and everything should be good. I've replaced the well, obviously we moved the killer Joe upstairs, so I put the draconic mob grinder here, because we don't really need the draconic mob grinder up there, and it works actually kind of well down here. So there we go, wither spawns in, that thing should die, and then all the stuff should get sent to here. Now, what I want to do after this, now that we have quite a bit of nether stars, and now that everything is working, that should work in just a second. Oh, I put that down the wrong way around. Oh, I might put that down the wrong way around. Oh, no, where's our diamond drill at? It's there. Let's use this. I think this thing's a little faster. Yeah, definitely faster. I think I put this the wrong way around, and I think that wither's going to attack me as soon as I get in there. That's fine. Oh, I did. No. Come back. No. Oh, good. Whew, we got to be careful, because that thing will, like, just void everything. Is that going to kill the wither? Yeah, it did. Cool. All right. Good stuff, good stuff. It kills it instantly, which is really nice. So we now have a Nether Star production system going on, and I want to use that to get even more power, because right now, we are producing a lot of power. Like I said, the culinary generators are all full, the TNT generators are all full, the quarry is currently down, so these aren't running, but they will be running. Even without these big reactors over here, our laser drill, I believe, is running at full power, and is doing just fine. Yeah, this thing's running full, and this thing's actually working. So we've got quite a bit of power being produced right now, but of course, once we add 3 more lasers to this thing, it's going to be using like 20,000 redstone flux per tick, which is not enough. We don't have enough power being produced to run that right now. So I'm going to put our nether stars to use, because right now we have like a stack in here, and we're not really using them, and we're going to be producing more now that we have our soul sand being produced. So what we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves some nether star generators, which will consume those nether stars that we're making and use them to make power. Actually make a lot of power, which is really nice. So this is fairly easy to make. We actually have almost everything to make a basic non-X nether star generator. So like the tier 1 version, not the AX version. But we do need a block of unstable ingots. And of course, as you will know, if you've watched any of the other videos, I am really, really good when it comes to making these unstable ingots. So let's see here. We need the sigil. We'll take that. And we also need some diamonds. Now, I've got to be quick with this. We only need 9, and all we need to do is just make a block. But I do need to be pretty quick with this. Is that right? No, it's the other way around. We need to take 9 of these. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we can't take them. Crap. 2. Oh, shit. No, 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 no. Oh, God. No, 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 no. No. No, what? 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 I call massive lies on that right there. What the heck? Oh, wow. When did I die down? Oh, my God. That's the laser. No, it's the laser. Wrong one. Oh, God. Damn it. Oh, jeez. All right, there we go. What happened there? What happened there? Did we lose the sigil? Do I have to make another sigil? Do I have to activate another sigil now? What? Oh, okay. Well, that didn't work. Do I have to make these with stable ingots? I believe you can make stable ingots if we use gold. Oh, yeah, you can make... Yeah, okay, you can make an unstable ingot using semi-stable nuggets, which is a gold nugget and a diamond. It is a lot more expensive in terms of the... I'm pretty sure I put all those in. I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure I put all those in. Anyway, guys, what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to go away. I'm going to activate this division sigil again, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so now we've got ourselves another activated division sigil. We don't need the curse to, so I'm just going to leave that over there to despawn. Let's try this a different way now. Let's try this with the golden nuggets. We have quite a lot of diamonds, so we don't really have to worry about using too many of them. We should be able to make ourselves some stable nuggets. Now, we need like, what, 81 of these? Jesus Christ, we need a lot of those. We should have enough diamonds, though, to make that happen, although that is going to leave us with less than a desirable number of diamonds. But we'll take that. That gets us 50. And then, let's just do this again. Let's just get another stack of semi-stable nuggets. There we go. And then we can make those into ingots, like so. That gets us 7, and then that gets us 12. And then we should be able to make the block, like so, and now we should be able to make ourselves the flipping nether spawner, so, and the nether generator. So, it's pretty expensive. It's a nether star generator. It's not cheap, as you just saw there. It's a bit of a pain to make. We would need a lot more diamonds, but if we head on down and show you how this thing works, it is actually pretty awesome. So I'm going to put this here for now, and let's go ahead, and we're going to need a few things. We're going to need a tesseract to start with, so that we can send the power that is generated from there back into the system. We're also going to need some kind of item duct. Oh, do we have a node? No, we don't. Okay, let's try about an item duct. And we're also going to need another server of some kind. So let's just take one of those. Oh, the slow one should be really fast enough for this thing. We should really be using our staff of traveling to get around places. It's much, much faster. So let's put you down like so. Let's get you there. We want to whitelist nether stars only. We don't want anything else being spawned in there. So let's do that. Let's whitelist. Boom. And you do take damage, by the way. So when they go into here, you can see it's producing 40,000 redstone flux to take for 2 minutes per thing there. And you can see we have got the Wither 3 effect. Thankfully, our armor is keeping us from dying horribly. Let's put this down. Let's set it to frequency 2. We set it to send power only. And that should be sending power into the system right now. Yeah, it is. The power is being used. And the currently... Oh, Jesus. Flipping wow. And it's currently... Stop hitting me. It's currently being sent into this thing over here. That test back there underneath this pillar is sent to number 2, frequency number 2, sent through there. And then frequency number 1 is the frequency we're using to send power out to everything else. So... this is actually a really cool source of power. You can see right now, this thing should last forever. As long as the soul sand can keep up, we are spawning more than one wither in every 2 minutes. So this thing should keep up, producing 40,000 redstone flux a tick per generator. So one of these is enough to run all, like, to completely run the laser drill over here. It should be more than enough to run one of these. So if we can get multiple of those set up, we're going to die. We're actually going to die. No, we're not. Okay, good. Jeez. That was bad. I was going to get some milk then. We do have we still have a source of milk, like, here from our farm. But it's currently not being refilled by the cows because there are no cows over there, which we should probably fix at some point. It's like episode 65 and we don't have any real source of animals. But with that, guys, I'm going to end today's episode of Feed the Beast Infinity there. If you did enjoy the video, episode, hit like, leave a comment down below. It helps out a ton. And I will see you guys next time.